I'm gonna try to open up your mind and let you see what I'm seeing. Now let's go here. Judges 15. Let's look at Judges 15:15. Okay. All right. Now let's look at 14:2. And when he came unto Leah, the Philistines shouted against him, and the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him, and the cause that he were upon his arms became as flax that was burnt with fire, and his bands loosened from off his hands, and he found a new jawbone of an ass. You see that? He found a new jawbone of an ass, and put forth his hand and took it and slew 1,000 men therewith. He didn't have a sword, nor a shield, nor a spear, but a jawbone of an ass, and he killed 1,000 men. Now my question, I'm gonna ask you something, Israel. Now you think about this right here. Now, all of these right here are men of God that God is using. Now, how many men did Jesus kill? Now remember, now he's the Son of God. How many people did Jesus kill? How many cities did Jesus go in and ravish and kill everything that was in there? How many? That's my question. But he's the Son of God. But I'm gonna show you something on down in the lesson, and I'm gonna show you how treacherous God is. I'm gonna show you a picture of the Most High, and I'm gonna show you that Jesus and the Most High is nothing alike, and I mean nothing. See, because if we have been taught here in Western civilization that God is this little passive God, that he just, he puts his foot around the mulberry tree. No, listen. The Most High, he is treacherous. He's very, very dangerous. He'll do something to your ass in a heartbeat and won't even flinch about it. But like I say, I'm going to show it to you. Y'all really don't know how he is. He is something to be reckoned with. Now let's go a little further here. We see here Samson. Samson slew all these men. Right? Okay, now let's go a little further. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms 82. Let's go there. Psalms 82. Now watch the minute, my brothers and sisters. Watch this. Psalms 82. Psalms 82 and 6. I believe that's the one I want. Look what God says here. But let's read all this right here. Let's read all this. Okay? Well, let's read verse 6. Because I ain't gonna have time. It says, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. See that? God calls his children gods. Ye are gods. Why? Because we came from him. That's why they can do all these things. Why? Because the Most High DNA is in us. We're different. He specifies that all through his writings in the Old Testament. You're different. You're different. You're different. You're different. You just don't know you're different. But everybody else knows that you're different. That's why you're not liked. That's why you're hated. That's why the curse is on you because of our ancestors' disobedience. And that's why we are in the state that we're in right now. Now let's go a little further here. Let's go to 2 Kings. 2 Kings, let's go to 2 Kings 10. 2 Kings verse chapter 1. Chapter 1, 2 Kings. Chapter 1. Let's look at Second Kings chapter 1, let's look at verse 10. And Elijah answered and said to the captain of 50, If I be a man of God, then let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And there came down fire from heaven and consumed them, and consumed him and his 50. See that? And called fire down from heaven. Why? Because listen, God's DNA is in his children. And when he selects you, he delegates his authority, and his authority works its way out in your life. And in everything that you do, you'll see God in it. It's not you any longer. It's God that's in it. And see, even though Elijah is calling down the fire of heaven, it is God that is working through him, that is bringing the fire down from heaven. Now, if you read verse 12, it says, And Elijah answered and said unto them, If I be a man of God, let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And the fire of God came down from heaven and consumed them and his 50. Right there in the pages. I keep telling you, we are different. All God's children are different. And for one to downplay himself to a level of another species, I mean, why would you do that? We are different. We are different from all of them. There's none like us on this planet. And as I stated to you guys in videos in the past, I told you guys, I said, listen, it's not a whole lot of us. I know a lot of them bumping their gums about I'm Hebrew. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. They might be, but I guarantee you there's no millions of us. I can guarantee you that. It's not a whole lot of us left. Now let's go a little further here. Let's go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings 18. Let's go to 1 Kings 18. Let's look at verse 38. 1 Kings 18:38, it says, Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed and burnt the sacrifice and the wood and the stones, and the dust licked up the water that was in the trench. Elijah calling down fire from heaven. All right, now let's go here a little further here. We're going to go and see. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Now watch this, my brothers and sisters. Watch this. 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel. Let's look at verse chapter 18. 1 Samuel chapter 18. Okay, 1 Samuel chapter 18. Let's look at verse 7. Now this is about the King David here. Now, check this out. It says, And the woman answered one another as they played and said, Saul has slain his 1,000 and David his 10,000. See that? See that? Now, one man was the king. That was Saul. God was working with him. He killed 1,000 when God was working with him. But here David comes up behind him, and God has his anointing on him so strong, David goes out and kills 10,000 battles. It don't make no difference. I mean, I know you guys have seen these movies where the white man had portrayed himself to be this mighty gladiator, and they're in battle, and he goes out there and he's off of his horse, and he's just running, cutting, and killing. I mean, everybody get killed but him. Y'all ever seen that before? I mean, they want to be great, boy, but they having their fun now, you know what I mean? But they were never great and never will be great. Now, let's go a little further. Let's look at 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel, let's go down to 22. 2 Samuel 22, let's go there. Now watch this right now, my brothers and sisters. 2 Samuel 22. Now watch this. Now we talked about this here on I think about a week ago, it might have been 2 weeks ago here, where we dealing with Samuel is being called back from the grave. Now let's look at I think this is the one that we did on Samuel, but if not, we apologize. But let's look at verses 29 through 42. 29 through 42. Now look what it says here. It says, "For thou art my lamp." Now this is David. This is David. He says, "O Lord, and the Lord will lighten my darkness. For by thee I have ran through the troops." See that? David ran through the troops. I mean, just cutting them down. Just cutting them down. But he says, it's by you. Well, look what he says here. "By my God have I leaped over walls." Back in those days, walls were 18, 19, 20 feet tall, some of them. David leaped over. He didn't say jumped over. He said leaped over. Why? Because God gave him that ability. See, when you see a person leap over, you think these guys now that's in the NBA, that's they can dunk and all of that here. That ain't shit compared to King David. King David leaped over 16, 18, 20 foot walls. Then jumped, leaped over. But he says, it's by you. You caused me to do that. Now let's go a little further here. He says here, verse 31 said, he said, "As for God, his ways are perfect. The word of the Lord is tried." He is a buckler to all that trust in him. Talking about God's word. For who is God save the Lord? Who is the rock save our God? God is my strength and power, and he maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hind feet. He setteth me upon the high places. He teaches my hand to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arm. See that? I mean, we're not talking about no little fiberglass. He's talking about steel here. He's talking about steel. Now look what he says here. He said, "Thou hast also given me shield of thy salvation, and the gentleness has made me great." He said, "Thou hast enlarged my steps under my feet, under me, so that my feet did not slip. I have pursued my enemy and destroyed them, and turned not again unto I had consumed them. And I had consumed them and wounded them, that they could not arise. Yea, they are fallen under my feet." Now, as I stated earlier, all the people that I'm talking about you, that God used, that God gave them extraordinary ability to do all these things, that today you see an individual do something like that, you would say, well, they have to be from another planet. But here, they doing all this violence. But now Jesus, he comes on the scene. He just gently walking on the pond out there, walking on water. "Hey, Peter, I'm over here. You want to come out of the boat? Come on, boy. Come on. You're a good old boy. Come on over here. Walk on this water with me." What kind of bullshit is that? But now, see, he's not following in his father's footsteps. So he say now. He claimed he's the Son of God. But I'm telling y'all, that couldn't be further from the truth. Now, let's go a little further here. Let's jump on down, for time's sake, let's jump on down to verse. Well, let's read all this. We're going to read all this, Israel, because this is good. Let's go ahead on down here to verse 42 says, "They looked, but there were none to save, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not." See that? David said they were looking for help, but what no help. He said, and he slew them all. He said, "Then did I beat them as small as the dust of the earth. I didn't stump them as the myrrh of the streets, and did spread